Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from sunny Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be building yourself back up post-narcissistic relationship. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So you were in a narcissistic relationship, or maybe you are in one right now. Maybe it's your boss, maybe it's your spouse, brother, sister, whomever. The thing is when you are in a narcissistic relationship, it is toxic, it is detrimental, it does not benefit you, it is one-sided, and eventually it is destined to not end well, most likely. Maybe it will end in a, let's say, divorce, or you quitting your job or moving forward from the job, or you going to a job that you don't like because, let's say, there's a narcissist there and you sit right next to them, or they're your direct boss and you feel like you can't get out of the situation. Of course you can if you really, really put your mind to it. You can always change your environment. But the point is when you're in the narcissistic relationship, many times you are beaten down and you are listening to the whims and the wishes and the wants of the narcissist. And the narcissist, bear in mind, the longer you're in the relationship with the narcissist, no matter in what capacity it is, like I said, sibling, business, lover, whomever, but the longer you're in that relationship, the more they will abuse you, the more they will move the boundaries further and further away from where they should be. They will decimate your boundaries, and they will control you. They will manipulate you. They will do anything they can. Why? Because that's how they feel it's their right, and they feel that that is exactly how it's going to be. It's going to be a one-sided relationship with a narcissist. So again, let's take the business situation for a moment. If you're in the workplace, and this isn't about a pay raise or any of that stuff, it's about you just performing, doing well. Let's say you're working and you're doing your best, and you're an average employee. Of course you're not, because you're on the channel, and thank you very much for being here. But the point is, you're going about your business. You don't want to be the manager. You're comfortable in your position, and it's fine for you, and that's beautiful. If you're comfortable, you're very blessed. And then along comes a narcissist. Maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's a new boss, maybe it's somebody, and they are getting to know everybody, sizing them up, meeting them, meet and greet, and all those kind of things, the introductions that you do. Next thing you know, this person is going to sit right next to you or right around you. And again, the narcissist wears the mask. You think that they're a good, healthy person. Turns out they're not. And over time, you understand that each and every day you work with them, they're just not nice. And they're taking a toll on your mental health, and certainly your work performance and your attitude and outside of work, things like that. So the whole thing with this relationship is it's business, it's work, and you need your job, most likely. So you have to go to an environment that each and every day you're not happy about. Maybe you're dreading it. Maybe you're just like, oh my goodness, I need to change this because I can't work with this person. Keep in mind, this happens to so many people who know exactly what I'm talking about, and if you do, drop comments below. But you're in a position that you need to get out of. You need to change your environment, because most likely the narcissist won't change their environment. I'm not saying that they won't quit themselves or move or relocate or whatever, but most likely they're comfortable. Why? Because they are using you as their punching bag. They are abusing you each and every day, insidiously, that only you can sense or feel. Like maybe they didn't send that email and you needed that email to close the deal or something, or maybe you sent them a message through some intercompany office message system, and they claim they never got it. Things like that. See, they're trying to make your life miserable. Now, they're not necessarily trying to get you fired, but they're a narcissist, and they're trying to ruin your day, which gives them supply, makes them feel superior, better than you. This is how they work. This is exactly how they work. They love it. You see, to them, it's fun going to work. Maybe not necessarily to do the job, but to abuse you and to be right there in the mix and watching you not be comfortable. Let's put it that way. So that's one example. And then the romantic relationship, or siblings, we know how that goes. It's the same idea, that maybe with siblings, maybe one of the siblings is always treated better and blaming the other one for their problems, their issues, their lack of direction, their lack of accountability. This happens very frequently. It's called the golden child, who gets all the credit for doing basically nothing but existing. Why is that? The reason why that is because the golden child is seen in the narcissist's eyes as an extension of themselves, and basically they're being groomed to be a mini version of the narcissist, like a mini me. It's real, it's true. But then the whole time, the other child or children in the family, maybe they don't get that. Maybe they're the scapegoat. Maybe they're always being blamed. Maybe they're getting no attention at all. And this affects those kids too. With the romantic relationship, let's be real. You were gaslit, stonewalled. You were abused. You were walking on eggshells most of the relationship. So why I'm saying all these things is because if you were in these types of relationships, or if you know of somebody who is and or was, then you understand that these are not pleasurable. They're not healthy experiences. These are some situations and relationships that you want no part of. But yes, maybe it's your brother or sister, maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your cousin, whoever, maybe it's the coworker. But there are many times when you want to free yourself from the situation, but let's say you can't. In the workplace, you really can. I firmly believe if you really wanted to. And when you're old enough, as a sibling, you can move away from the house. And I suppose you can get a divorce. But my whole point for this video is you've endured a lot of the toxicity, a lot of the negative energy that most likely has consumed your being, your physical appearance. Probably it's taken a toll on your mental outlook. Like when you're dreading going to work, it's not healthy. It's not a good feeling. It's really not. The workday can't get over fast enough. And when it tends to be like that, let's be real, the workday tends to go the slowest, if you understand what I'm saying. So all of these things add up, and they put you not in a good, healthy position because you're being abused each and every day. You're being gaslit and devalued, and you're not being loved and respected. So here's to the good part. Here's where we are. Post-narcissistic relationship, whenever it ends, the workplace, you got a better job, or you started a business, or let's say you got divorced from the narcissist, or let's say the kids finally left the nest and they're in college now, whatever, things like this. But this is your time to reflect back on yourself. And for many of you on the channel, I would say virtually each and every one of you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because if you've experienced a narcissistic relationship after you've healed and after you've processed everything and put the pieces of the puzzle together, and after time has gone by and you're feeling strong enough, this is when you need to put all of your attention into yourself. And it's when you need to understand that I come first, second, and third, and I am the priority. No longer will I tolerate being bullied, or being gaslit, or being told that I'm wrong, or being told that my opinion doesn't matter. No longer will I sit on the sidelines and just say, it's okay, it's just them, they're having a bad day. No, we don't do that any longer. We deserve better, we are going to get better, and it's going to start with us, with raising our boundaries, maintaining them, growing, learning, educating ourselves, and understanding that most people on the planet don't think the way you do. Play that again. They really don't. If you grew up in a Disney-esque household like I did, I believed that the planet was all kumbaya. I sincerely did until 15 months ago. I believed that we all loved each other. We're all kind, gentle, polite human beings. I sincerely did. That's not the case. The case is actually quite the opposite, that most people, and I do mean that, have an agenda. They have something they want from you, most likely, and they will not be upfront or honest, and they will be deceitful and to do anything they want to. Remember that expression when you were a kid, it's a dog eat world, something like that? Well, that would be an example. Now, I am not by any means saying that people are bad, that most people are bad, or they have ill intentions towards you. I'm suggesting that now that we're out of the narcissistic relationship, we create, maintain, and build our boundaries higher than ever, so we don't have to put ourselves in positions to be taken advantage of, to being gaslit, to being stonewalled. Basically, we want to remove all of the toxicity out of our lives, and we can do this now because we have the education, and that's a beautiful thing. The whole idea is when you are, let's say right now, after you watch this video, and again, thank you for being here, let's say that you go to the store and you grab some, I don't know, some supplies for the week, whatever you're going to do, and there's a belligerent person around you, you know, or someone just, they're not being nice. Please, select the other line to pay for your items. Don't be around that person. Don't be around anybody with negative energy. And you can sense this now with your superpower. You definitely can sense how people are. The difference between now and pre-narcissistic relationship for you and education is exactly that. It's education. So the point is, before you knew about narcissism, your intuition, your instincts, your gut feeling was always telling you, something's not quite right here, or I shouldn't do that, or whatever. And you listened to it most times. In the narcissistic relationship, most likely you didn't, and you're here right now. But now we have the education, and we're enlightened and empowered. So we need to use this superpower to help and benefit ourselves. Watch this one. So if you're having, let's use the dinner example again. If you're having dinner, and a table next to you, there's someone that's being boisterous and loud, and you just don't want to be around it. You just don't need to hear it. Or maybe, here's a classic, if you're on a bus and someone's using foul language. Now, you don't want to hear that. I understand it's a bus, and I understand money's tight for a lot of people. But try to relocate to a different part of the bus. Try to get away from that toxicity. Maybe put your ear pods in and drown it out. At the dinner table, maybe ask the maitre d' or the waiter, whoever it is, hey, may I please have a different table? I'm not feeling comfortable here. Don't tolerate this anymore, is my point. That's my point. Don't tolerate the poor behavior. Don't tolerate people's antics. Don't tolerate entitlement. Don't tolerate people gaslighting you. You know exactly what's right from wrong. You know exactly what feels good to you and what is appropriate and what is proper. And in this world, in today's day and age, unfortunately, most times, not most times, but sometimes, the truth is right there in front of you. But many people don't want to admit the truth. And you'll see this in the news each and every day. And you'll see it with politicians, actors. The list goes on and on if you get my point. Like, I'm not going to use a proper example, but I'll just let you know, like, let's say that it's the elephant in the room, whatever it is, about whatever topic it is. Well, we all know that the elephant's in the room. It's just that no one wants to address it. But not only do they not want to address it, they want to take it the other way and pretend there is no elephant in the room. And they're verbal about it. They're vocalizing this, which is complete gaslighting. And it happens more than you would think. So pay attention to that. My suggestion for this video is to remove yourself from all toxic environments, but more importantly, spend this time that you have, if you've healed, on yourself. Read a book, write a book, teach a class, take a class, go for a run, pick up a new Zoom course, go back to college. Oh, well, actually, I wouldn't go to college. I'd take online courses personally. But any of those kind of things, do things that fulfill you, that make you comfortable, that make you happy, that will make you have a beautiful, bright day. So going back to the work analogy in the beginning of the video, I mentioned maybe many times people go to jobs they don't like to do, but they need to because they have to put food on the table. I get it, I respect it. But instead of tolerating that and saying, yeah, you know, it's okay, the money's all right, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Okay, maintain the job, but when you go home tonight, look for a different job. Look for an online job, look for a job with better location, and read reviews. Is this a good company to work for? And actually talk to people, things like that. In other words, change your environment. Change your environment any way you possibly can that benefits you. That's the goal, that's the purpose. That is what you need to be doing. Because life is not gonna change for you. You need to make changes in your life. And with the narcissistic relationship, let's be real, you spent most of that time catering to the narcissist, catering to their whims, their wants, their needs, whatever they wanted. We don't do that. We're not going to do that. What we do now is we maintain our boundaries. All the focus goes on us. All the attention goes on us. All the money, the love, the empathy, the energy, it goes on us. That's where it belongs. So make these positive changes in your life. Remove yourself from any toxicity whatsoever, and know that you have control. You have full control now. You really do. You are stronger than you know, and you can change things. And please, I understand all of our situations are different. We're all in different parts of the globe, and we're all in different areas and stages in life and healing and all that. I understand it. But there's no reason at all, no matter how old you are, how young you are, where you live, that you can't make a small positive change for yourself today. Maybe it's just getting that first pen and paper out and start journaling. When you journal, by the way, before I close the video, when you journal, that frees your mind. It opens up ideas when you put them down on pen and paper. I journal each and every day, and I strongly suggest you do that too. It's probably the cheapest thing you'll be able to do that you'll get the most out of. In other words, if you bought a class, to take a class, which by the way I would do if you're really interested in it, but maybe the class costs a whole bunch of money, whatever it is. But journaling is probably like $15, $10. All you need is a journal book and a good pen. Get a quality pen, by the way. And then just sit down with your thoughts. Don't be playing music. Don't be watching silly memes. Drown out all the sound. Get a quiet place in your house and just journal and just write the good things down. That might write your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your experiences, anything you want to. Journaling is powerful. And actually, I'll do a video on that. But the whole point is, this is your time. We don't put up with the poor behavior, the narcissism, any of that. We remove ourselves from the situation. We are aware now. So we're going to use that. We're going to continue to become awakened, and we're going to continue to become empowered. Guys, I hope you liked the video. I loved doing it. From beautiful Costa Rica, this is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay blessed. Be strong. Continue on the path. Understand that you are the bright, shining light. You are the one that has control. During the narcissistic relationship, whether it was in the workplace, sibling, spouse, lover, whomever, you really didn't, because you were duped and tricked and trapped, and you probably couldn't do much about it. I understand. But now you can, because you came through it. You came through the fire. You're understanding, you're awakened and aware. Use the tools you have. Use your superpower. I love you all. Have a fantastic day. I will talk to you later. All right. Enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye.